Okay. Good. All right. Hello, everybody. Coach Jaden here. I have Coach Janine here. We're going to take you guys through a slow burn workout. So please go ahead and grab some weights. We're going to be doing a combination of some lower, some upper body, a little bit of core as well too. So let's begin. Let's take a nice big deep breath in. Arms all the way up. And you can go ahead and slowly exhale down. Give me that one more time. Arms all the way up. And go ahead and slowly exhale down. Are you?
I don't know.
Is that
Maybe
better?
My eyes are crooked.
Possibly. Does that look visually better to you?
It's okay.
No, it looks fine to me.
Okay, it's
If it looks fine to you guys, then it looks fine to us.
Okay.
All right, well, let's begin. Let's go ahead and let's warm up. All right, we're going to go ahead and just start by bringing the arms over under. Let's just sort of loosen up the shoulders here. Like I said, we will be doing a good balance between both upper and lower body today. And hopefully all of you are having a wonderful day so far. Thank you for joining us for your workout today. Again, you will be needing some weights. All right. So again, if you have multiple sets of weights, go ahead and grab those. Let's go into some arm circles, just small arm circles out to the side. And here we go. So just reverse arm circles. Spend about 15 seconds here. Just get the shoulders fired up. And then after that, we'll go ahead and we'll switch directions in 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Going forward now. Small arm circles. Just about 15 seconds or so. Very nice. And then after this, we'll make our way down to our legs. We will warm up the hips. The primarily lower body movement for today is going to be the squat. All right, so good amount of squats here with a good amount of upper body. Let's go ahead, hip open. So alternate, bring the knee up and to the outside. Just land nice and flat on that foot. There we go, square off those shoulders. Try to keep facing forward. Don't turn with those legs. You just want to single out the hips and isolate them there. You can keep your hands wherever you'd like to. Good. Just give me a couple more of those quick passes here, just like so. And then from there, we will bring it into our squat hold. And here we go. Let's drop it down to a nice squat hold. Drive those knees out. Go ahead, open up those hips. Again, your foot distance will kind of vary based on what feels best for you. Coach Janine's foot stance is just outside of shoulder width. Yours might be at shoulder width or maybe at around hip width. But whatever feels comfortable for you to sit into a nice deep squat. We're going to hold this for about 10 more seconds. Then after this, we're just going to go ahead into body weight squats. We're going to squat up and down. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So just body weight squats. Drive those knees out. Open up those hips. We'll spend about 20 seconds here. Then after that, your body should be relatively ready to go. You should feel nice and warm. And we'll start to kind of pile on the exercises from here, all right? Very nice. Give me about 10 more seconds. Nicely done. Just drive those knees out. Open up those hips here. Beautiful work. All right. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Okay. We're going to gradually ease our way up into this. So I just want you guys to go ahead and you can grab a singular dumbbell. And we're going to start off with some goblet squats first. All right. So we're going to hold that dumbbell up at our chin. I'm going to give you guys a full minute, all right? A full minute of goblet squat. So pace yourself, take your time, focus on sitting deep into the squat, okay? And give me like a small 1-second pause at the bottom, all right? Here we go, goblet squats, and go. Time starts now. So this will also kind of double as our warm-up for today, all right? Just to get the legs firing a little bit now with some additional weight as well too. Okay, so drive those knees out, open up those hips. Again, small pause at the bottom. Now you're going to be here for a full minute, all right? So take your time. And this is the plan here throughout the entirety of the workout. We would just kind of filter in the goblet squats here and there as we also do some of our upper body and core work as well, okay? So let's just keep that rolling here. Nicely done. We got less than 30 seconds, right? Less than 30 seconds. After this, we're going to give the legs a bit of a break. Okay? We're going to bring our way down to the floor, and we're just going to go push-ups, all right? You can do these on the knees, all right, because I want them to be a very slow and controlled tempo. We'll kind of cut some of the weight off by going down to those knees, all right? Let's give me about 5 more seconds here in that goblet squat. And rest. Very nice. Okay, I'll give you guys a nice long break. Thumbs up. We're handling this workout good so far. So again, you can bring these push-ups down to the knees. Coach Jean would do that. If you want to bring them down or up to the toes, you can, but we're going to go down very slow. We're going to take about 3 to 5 seconds down. So nice and controlled push-up. When she hits the bottom, she's going to explode back up, reset, and then continue again. All right. So slow drop down push-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And let's go 1 minute here. Slow drop down push-ups. And those elbows are tucked in. Very nice. And there goes the elbow. Sorry.
Slow drop down.
Sorry. So
It's not the elbow, it's the knee or the hip.
again, we can stay on the knees for this one as well too. If you would like to take it up a step further, please come up to the toes. Coach Janine will stay on the knees for this one. And all she's doing is she's just focusing on the chest, the triceps, the shoulders here, getting a really good deep stretch in the chest area. There we go. Really challenging the upper body here. So again, take your time, Go very slow. All right, less than 20 seconds. And then now the upper body should be warmed up. Then we're going to start to sprinkle in a couple of other things moving forward. All right, keep that going. All right, you're going to give me about 5 more seconds here. And rest. Very good. Okay, legs, upper body should be all good to go. Okay, let's start kicking this up a notch now. We're going to go back to the goblet squats. This will be our first legitimate set. Let's grab both dumbbells though so we can add a little bit more weight to it. Either that or whatever one dumbbell you have, just go up in weight. Okay, I want there to be a change in weight. We're going to hold the dumbbell still up at our chest height. Okay, and then Coach Janine's going to go back into that goblet squat. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So slow control down, small pause at the bottom, and then big drive up to the top. Again, this goblet squat right now should feel a little bit more challenging just because we added on a little bit more weight. All right. Remember, that can come from holding 2 dumbbells. So for example, you went from a singular 10-pound dumbbell to 2 10-pound dumbbells, or maybe you have a 20-pound dumbbell lying around somewhere or a kettlebell and you decided to grab that. All right. Just as long as you have increased weight, that is exactly what we want you guys to do. Right. Nicely done. Good. Let's keep that going. We got less than 30 seconds here. So again, we're going to kind of pump up the legs throughout this entire workout. And in between that, we're going to sprinkle in some upper body as well. Very good. We're working very long 1-minute sets. So take your time. All right. Be very patient with each exercise. 5 more seconds. Yeah. Try to sit as deep into that squat as you possibly can. And rest. Good. We're going to give you guys a nice long rest. So drop those dumbbells, shake it out a little bit. All right. Yeah, we want to make sure that we get a good amount of rest so we can perform the next set to our best ability. All right. So this next one, what we're going to do is we're going to get down to the floor. We're going to do our chest press with the dumbbells. Now, if you want to grab a heavier set of weights, you can as well too. Totally up to you. All right. So we're going to be lying on our back here. Okay, Coach Janine's going to keep her elbows kind of tucked in, and she's simply just going to press those dumbbells up to the ceiling and then control them on the way back down. And we're basically just kind of reversing that push-up motion, now adding in some weights. Okay, so think about kind of opening up that chest as much as you can. We're going to go 1 minute here, all right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 minute on that chest press. Take your time on the way down. Big press through those palms. Perfect. There we go. Going to just take your time here. Control the weight on the way down. Big press through those palms. We should feel the chest, the delts, the triceps working here as well too. So all of our upper body pushing motions right here should be firing off. All right, keep that going, everybody. Let's go for another 30 more seconds here. Just that lying down chest press. Again, maybe if you did a couple of reps in the beginning, like, well, the weight's either too heavy for me or too light for this 1 minute round, make sure you guys go ahead and make that change right away. All right. So either grabbing a heavier and or a lighter weight, depending on what you need. All right, let's go about 10 more seconds here. Almost there. Very good, very good. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice long rest. You can pop yourself right up to the top. Very good. Ooh. Okay, shake that out. Next upper body exercises, we're going to go into upright rows with the dumbbell. So getting some delt and some trap work now. Coach Jeannie is going to drive those elbows high. She's going to keep those dumbbells relatively close to her body. Try to turn to the side and show them how close, right, we keep those weights, leading with the elbows, okay? Give me a couple more seconds of rest, though. Kind of shake it out here. We're doing good so far?
Yep.
Okay, we're in it. We're doing good so far. 1 minute of those upright rows. It's a nice long round. Okay, pace yourself in between. We want to feel the delts and the traps working here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So 1 minute of those upright rows. Elbows drive high. Very good. And then we control that weight on the way back down. There we go. Very nice. Again, go ahead and take your time throughout this entire movement. Elbows high. So again, the delts and the traps, we're going to try to fire off on those as best as possible here. Shake it out as needed, rest as needed, and then when you are ready, immediately continue back with that same exercise. Again, think about leading with those elbows here. Very good, very good. You want to get those elbows as high as possible. Try to create like that letter V with those arms. There we go, Coach Janine. Let's go about 15 more seconds here. All right, 15 seconds left. Here we go, here we go. Oh, a couple more reps. If you were to count your reps out, you might have done about 15 to 20 within this point in time. Just right about where we want you guys to be. And rest. Very good. Nice long, long break. Very nice. Okay. We're going to go back to the goblet squats, but this time, the only difference is you're going to add in a small pulse at the bottom. All right. So it's just going to be a one-time pulse. Coach Janine's going to put the dumbbells back to where they were. She's going to squat one pulse, and she will drive her way back up. So that pulse, you're going to come up about a fourth of the way up, and then sit yourself back down. Okay, take a nice long break, though. Here we go. Take a nice long break. Kind of shake out those legs, kind of tap into how you're feeling. Maybe this time around, you might want to grab a heavier weight if possible, if you have that to your availability. If not, right, the change in intensity will come through the pulse that we are adding in. There we go. A singular 15?
Yeah.
Perfect. A singular 15. Much easier to hold. All right, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 1 minute on the squat with the 1/2 pulse at the bottom. And go. So we're still going to control the weight on the way down. And the only thing that you're adding in is that one pulse. All right, so come down, pulse, and drive up nice and hard. Very good. Perfect, everybody. Let's keep that going here. Again, drive those knees out, open up those hips, primarily focusing on that squat pattern for today. We're perfecting it. Let's try to keep that chest up nice and tall. Sit as deep as you feel comfortable with. All right, 30 more seconds, everybody. Let's keep that going. Yeah, we can get a nice side view as well, too, from Coach Janine in her squat. You can see how she keeps her torso relatively up. She keeps that weight pulled into her chest as best as possible. And you can see how she comes up about a fourth of the way up, right? So she'll squat down, come up about a fourth right there. And then she's driving herself right up to the top. Let's go. Okay, you're going to give me another 5 more seconds here. Almost there. And rest. Very nice. We're going to come back down to the floor into the chest press again one more time. All right, so we got second round here. Yeah, Coach Janine can find some heavier weights here. She went up just a bit. So we're going to go 1 minute into that chest press. All right, and go 1 minute. Control that weight on the way down. Big press through those palms. There we go. Good. And just go ahead and pace yourself here. Now, you may not have the plethora of dumbbells that we have here, right? And that's totally okay. Okay. If anything, the one thing, right, if you're working with maybe 2 to 3 pairs of dumbbells at most, and you're already reached the max of the weight that you have, try to slow down the reps a little bit more. Take a little bit more time on the descent. All right, 30 more seconds, halfway there. You still have a lot of time to get in good quality reps, even if you slow down the weight on the way down. Very good. 20 more seconds here, everybody. Let's keep that going. We're looking good. Coach Janine is working very hard right now. Again, you guys can follow along with her pace as well, too, if you like. Okay, almost there. Maybe about 5 more seconds left here. 5 more seconds left. And time, rest. All right, take a nice long break. We will stand it back up and go back into the upright rows again. Okay, so we're going to go upright rows one more time. Shake it out, get some rest. So, and trying to target the delts, the traps as well, too. That's what we're going to try to primarily hit. Okay. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 minute on the clock here. Upright rows. Again, if you'd like to go up in weight, you can. I like the beautiful part about 1 minute is as well too is that the weight gets a little bit too heavy halfway through, you can always drop back down and then continue on. Your set is not over until the 1 minute is done. So during that time, right, during that 1 minute time, try to do as much as you can with the weight that you have. And then if you have to eventually drop back down in weight, then you can go ahead and do so. All right, let's keep that moving, everybody. Put elbows high, pull right up to the chin here. All right, very good. Let's do this for 20 more seconds. All right, 20 more seconds, everybody. There we go. Pull right up to the chin. Let's get those traps firing up really hard. Fire those traps hard. Get those delts firing too. Good. 10 more seconds, Coach Janine. Almost there. All right, last 5. Couple more quality reps. And rest. Nice job. Ooh. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. Those 3 exercises, we're going to start to change up a little bit now. Okay, so for the next one, instead of taking just kind of like our normal squat stance, we're going to widen that into a sumo squat stance now. All right, so same exact idea, yet you guys can go ahead and grab a singular weight. Oh, and we're going to hold the weight down, by our hips. Right? So we're going to hold the weight down by our hips. Knees are going to drive out. We're going to open up those hips as much as we can. There we go. So getting a little bit more adductor, maybe potentially a little bit more glute as well too. Okay, the more you can open up those hips and drive those knees in the same direction as the toes, the better. All right. So 1 minute, just very controlled, no bounce, no pause, no nothing. All right. 1 minute sumo squats. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Drive those knees out. There we go. Just want a very slow and controlled descent on the way down. So look, we've kind of changed up the angle on you guys, and the biggest thing is we want to make sure those knees are driving in the same direction as our toes. Okay, so you can kind of look at the knees, look at the toes really quick. Just make sure that they are pointed in the right direction. And let's keep that rocking for another 30 more seconds. All right, again, we have 1 minute, very long rounds here. Now, we did a lot of sort of shoulder, chest work on the previous set. So this time around, we're going to get some back work in as well, too. All right. Are you good? Oh. Adjust the stance as needed. 15 seconds. Very good. Keep going. Drive those knees out. Again, focus on pushing through the floor here, standing tall, keeping that chest upright. All right. You got 3, 2, 1, and time. Rest. Very good. Okay. Next one, we're going to take it into a bent over row, but we're going to keep that relatively wider stance. All right. So we're going to keep that maybe a little bit more inside of the sumo squat stance. We're going to push the hips back. And then from there, we're going to go into that two arms at the same time dumbbell row. Okay. So that's going to put some emphasis a little bit on the hamstrings, but also on the pulling the back motion. All right. Now, here's the thing though. We're going to do this 3 reps at a time, all right? So Coach Janine's going to sit her hips back. She's going to hinge, drive the knees out. Okay, chest is over the top. She's going to perform 3 rows. And then after 3 rows, she's going to lift her chest back up and stand tall. And then she's going to sit herself back into the hip hinge again and continue 3 again. Okay, so
we get a little break.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of a break. Yeah, you get a little bit of a break. All right, so let's go for 1 minute here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So nice wide-ish sumo squat stance. We're kind of doing like a sumo Romanian deadlift, right? Where we're pushing the hips back, we're leaning our chest over. She's not full squatting into this, right? So she's leaning her chest over. Try to watch this, right? So the knees are out. There we go. Notice how her back stays, right, relatively parallel to the floor, right? If she were to squat, her hips would be a lot lower, right? Look at the difference in hip height, right? So that her hips are much higher. She leans over the top while still maintaining that wide sumo squat stance. Again, I just want 3 rows at a time. And this should be blasting the back and the glutes as well too here. And the hamstrings as well. I'm just putting you in a slightly different position here. Let's go 15 more seconds. Almost there, everybody. All right, keep that going. Let's go for 5 more. Then we'll take a nice rest. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. All right, go ahead. Shake that out. We'll give the legs a bit of a break even more so. Now we're just going to go standing bicep curls. All right. Oh, sorry.
No.
Standing bicep curls is going to be the third exercise in this rotation here. So palms face up. Yes, we're going to go 2 at a time. All right, 2 at a time. And make sure that those arms come all the way down. Take your time. Go very slow. If the weights get a little bit heavy, look to drop down. Okay, 1 minute. Ready? All right, and go. 1 minute. Bicep curls. Here we go. Take your time. Right? We don't call it slow burn for nothing. Take our time. The burn sensation sits in, right? This to me probably the most uncomfortable out of all the workouts that we do besides Tabatas and what MMA and whatnot, right? This one, your muscles are just firing at all times, constantly. Look, and take rest, right? If you need to kind of shake it out, just kind of loosen up a little bit, you can, and then right back into those bicep curls, 2 at a time. Look, we're not going to be alternating. One side rests while the other side works. We want to make sure we can get it in as many repetitions as possible. So we're just going to go 2 at a time. It's going to make your 1 minute even more efficient. Okay? Let's go 10 more seconds here. Very good. All right, last 5, Coach Janine. Let's finish off this set strong. And you can rest. All right. Drop those dumbbells, shake it out. We go back into the sumo squats. And just like how we did last time with the normal squats, you're going to add in the small pulse at the bottom. All right. So weights will be held between the legs, right? We're going to get into the sumo squat. Small pulse at the bottom. Yes, and then stand. So you can hold the dumbbells however you like at the bottom, whether the palms are facing you or palms are facing in. Just kind of whatever feels best for you. All right?
All right.
You need a couple seconds?
No.
Okay. We're going
Let's
to
go.
blast right through it. All right? 1 minute, sumo squats, and go. So again, you're just adding in now the small pulse. All right? Nothing else changes within the movement. Right? You're still tracking the knees in the same direction as the toes. You're still trying to force those hips open. Trying to open up those hips as much as you can. Get those adductors working. Get the glutes firing as well too. Keeping the torso relatively up tall. All right, way to go. And again, pace yourself, right? 1 minute is a very long round. We still got about 30 more seconds left here. 30 more seconds left. Even if you're doing this body weight as well too with relatively good form, maybe body weight is as much as you can handle, that is still very, very fantastic. And look, over time, you can just gradually add on some extra weight. Okay, go ahead and give me 10 seconds to be exact. Give me 10 seconds here. Small pulse, stand tall. Just let those dumbbells kind of hang down in front of you. 3, 2, 1, and time rest. Okay, very good. The next one is going to be the bent over rows, right? So we're going to go 3 at a time in those bent over rows, back into the sort of like that sumo squat stance position, where we're going to hip hinge forward and then perform 3. All right? Let's go for a minute. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So 1 minute, 3 repetitions each time, hips back. And now as you drive those hips back and lean that chest over, you should still be feeling a really good stretch in those hamstrings. There you go. Push those hips back. Let those legs burn here. Give me 3 of these nice wide sumo-like squat stance rows. Very good. All right, let's keep that rocking, everybody. Follow along with Coach Janine's pace. Remember, you have 3 repetitions at a time. After this, all that you have left to do is those bicep curls. And we get to finish off with a little bit of an arm pump. All right. 20 more seconds. Keep that going. We're almost there. Stay strong with it. And be mindful of where your body is at, right? We're pushing the chest over the top. We're sitting those hips back hard. And we are driving those dumbbells right up to the rib cage. Let's go about 5 more seconds here, everybody. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and time. Rest. I'll give that a good shake off. Ooh. You good?
Is the AC on?
I don't know.
It is.
The
Feel like
AC is on. Yeah, I know. It doesn't really feel like it, huh?
No.
Try to get it to blow harder.
Yeah.
All right. We just have 1 minute of bicep curls, and then we get to stretch right after that. All right. Okay. 1 minute of bicep curls. Grab the weights that you need, and go. Time starts now. 1 full minute. Concentrated, slow down bicep curls. You're curling up relatively quickly, right? So the up portion, you don't want to waste too much time on. We're not the strongest in the up position. It's that down portion that we can really kind of milk out as much as possible, get every last bit of muscle fiber to fire in those biceps. And you can rest at the bottom, shake it out as needed. All we're looking for today is just quality reps where every rep looks and feels the same. Of course, the rep might feel a little bit more challenging, right? But the form from the outside, right? Nothing changes. Coach Janine's not swinging her body forward and back. She's not using any momentum. She's just curling that weight from a complete dead stop up to her shoulders. We only have 10 more seconds left. This is the last exercise that you guys are going to do before you stretch. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and time. Rest. Woo. All right, take a nice long break here. Very good. And we can make our way down to the floor. We can stretch. I will pass it over to Coach Janine, and she will kind of take you guys through whatever she needs to do. This is her stretch. I will just talk you guys through it.
Let's sink back. Child's pose.
All right, so into child's pose. Hips down, knees out, chest down to the floor. Then take your hands, reach them out as far as you can. Keep that head down as well, too. Just kind of go ahead and sit into that child's pose.
Okay, walk it out to the left.
Both hands out to one side. All right, hopefully you guys had a wonderful workout. Thank you for participating with us today. Switch other side.
Frog.
All right, frog. So drive the knees out, widen those hips here, and then just kind of relax and let your body sink into the floor here. Very good, very good. Okay, tabletop position, and then we're gonna send the hips out to the side. So kind of find the angle that works best for you to feel a stretch in those glutes, maybe somewhere down the side of the body as well too. So sitting those hips from left to right. Just do a couple passes here for us.
Pigeon.
Pigeon pose. So cross that right leg in front. We're going to go ahead and sit down on top of that front leg. Chest can stay tall, or of course you can lean over, whatever works best for you. So you can get down even further if you'd like to, if that feels good for you. Just find something that's comfortable that also gives you a really, really nice stretch here. Just go ahead, hang on at the bottom. Okay, go ahead, switch other side. Same thing, pigeon pose on the left-hand side. You can start in the upright position, and then when you're ready, you can lean your chest over if you'd like to. Go ahead and stretch out those glutes here.
I could probably stay here for a good 5-10
5
minutes.
I could probably get stuck there for a good 5 to 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right, down dog.
All right, into down dog. Drop those heels to the floor if you can flatten out those feet. Very good. If not, no worries. Just try to get those heels as close to the ground as possible. And
Okay.
walk yourself up nice and slow to the top.
That was great.
Perfect. All right. Very good, everybody. Let's take a nice big deep breath in and exhale down. One more time for me. Big deep breath in and exhale down. Great workout, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hands in the middle. Here we go. We are.
Relentless.
We are.
Relentless.
You are.
Relentless.
We'll see you guys later. Have a
Bye,
good one.
guys. That was great. That worked out.